Video accounts for around 80% of internet traffic, but it has not changed architecturally for decades. ION is the only company in the world that holds granted patents covering the virtualisation of video for dynamic assembly. For more, we're joined by Finbar O'Hanlon from ASX-listed ION. Finbar, welcome. Good to have you on the show. Tell us then a little more about what you do. So I see that you're trying to essentially solve a limitation here in video, in that traditional video files are locked as such. But you can, your AI, using what you have, your technology there, you can easily compose them, turning them into programmable data. Just explain exactly what that is.
Well, yes. So look, let me just start with very quickly a problem statement that I think everyone will resonate with. That every morning people wake up, billions of people wake up and they go to a video platform. But they don't go to watch, they go to search for something to watch. And currently people are spending up to 30% of their time trying to find something to watch. And it's getting harder and harder, with over 700,000 hours of video just being added to YouTube, let alone any of the other platforms. And so what's happened here in this world of exploding content, and we've got all of this content going, but these video files have been designed for a different world, a world where a content producer makes a file, creates a piece of video, and then and edits it for an audience. And so what's ended up happening now, we've got so much content that people are now wanting their own one-to-one relationship with content. And so this AI has exploded in a way whereby it can personalize all areas of our life, especially around text and delivering outputs. But with rendered video, it doesn't work. And so what we've done here is, back in 2007 actually was when we first started patenting this, was we worked out that a rendered video file is actually a database. It is two components. It is the wrapper, which is the file format, and then all the video bits that live inside it. Think about it like, in the old days, you'd have a video flip book. You'd have little pictures on the side of a page and you flip it and motion would happen. Those little pages represent Lego blocks that live inside video files. What we've done is we've worked out a way to decompartmentalize the video and put metadata, or to be able to reassemble each Lego block instantly without having to go through the rendering process. And so, without getting super technical here, basically what we've built is we've built a new medium that interfaces the world of AI and the trillions of hours of already created and to be created human rendered content, so it can be personalized for every person on the planet without going through the cost, the infrastructure, and all the process involved in making content relevant to every single person.
So you talk about that access to metadata that you facilitate then. I mean, who would access it?
Well, basically the large AI platforms. So currently, Meta, Claude, there's a lot, all this fire going on in the space right now, where people are building agentic or AI tools that can understand what's in video. So people are reasoning across libraries, starting to get an understanding of where car crashes happen, where wedding dresses are, all of these different things that are happening inside football games or any types of pieces of content. These large AI foundation models have got the intelligence, but they can't build with that intelligence. So for them, the ability to connect, give you an example, Google Gemini can't talk to Google YouTube in a way whereby you prompt into Gemini and say, build me my own education content, my own lifestyle content, my own travel show, out of all of the different content that's on YouTube, to fit in a 7-minute window with my vegan recipes or whatever, any particular things you want. It's not possible currently today in seconds. Now, it can render a new file. What we've done is, by giving it the access to the metadata in our assembly engine, we now allow all of that intelligence that's being captured into the large foundation models to be the intelligence that now drives a brand new medium for content. And not only does it suit an end user who can have a new experience, it means that the AI platforms have new, unique foundational infrastructure that they can innovate and build new products and services for their customers. It means that content creators can now sell pieces of content at the Lego block without having to go through and edit or the cost of editing content. And it means the video platforms like the YouTubes don't have to now ingest, store, and process content. Their cost collapses in managing content. End users can find new monetization models. And AI foundation models have a way to build with this intelligence that they're all capturing.
All right.
So that metadata unlocks all of this new power.
I've seen this, Finbar, described as video superintelligence. Is that the way you would look at it?
Yeah, look, it's a term to basically separate the old world for the new world. And as we're going through a foundational shift in the media landscape right now, and the old world is they're trying to keep band-aiding and packaging this content, and it's not intelligent. Rendered content is dumb. It's a fixed file. It's a brick. It can only be understood from the name of the file, how long it is, X, Y, and Z. It can't be built with it. So we're calling it superintelligence, not because video is super intelligent, we enable video superintelligence. So this intelligence systems that are happening in every other part of your daily life using AI, now by actioning video, and that's all sorts of video. It's not just entertainment, it's CCTV. A white van goes around your house 3 times in an hour. You want to track, police want to track that down the road. To be able to pull out these fragments and assemble it in seconds is what we're calling video superintelligence, because it's a clear delineation between the old world of media and a new enablement where AI can now deliver these new personalised video experiences.
Finbar, I gather you are or have been in some discussions, preliminary at least, with the likes of Meta and Alphabet. What's the nature of those discussions, and ultimately what are your hopes there?
Well, so the nature of the discussions is those big platforms at scale understand they've got a massive balloon in cost in dealing with billions of pieces of content and trying to drive relevance, because their business model is driving relevance drives ad revenue and drives, subscription revenue. So they understand at scale some of the challenges they've got in exploding costs. And secondarily, they understand that at scale, their foundation models, they're all trying to be the better mousetrap in terms of delivering customer experiences. So they're really interested in a number of different areas across their businesses. Everything from building new customer experiences, collapsing the cost curve, a whole heap of different. Every single customer has actually their own unique use cases. What we're going to them is talking about a market-wide problem, and they're coming to us saying, can we do this? Can we do that? And that's what a lot of the discussions are currently around. Everything from in-home devices to video platforms to customer experiences. And what we're hoping here through these discussions is that people will understand the value of our intellectual property. As a business, we're building out our intellectual property. We've got intellectual property that goes back to 2007. We've got clear reports on this. We've got the ability to freedom to operate. So we can provide those businesses that want to utilize this intellectual property to build these new products and services, to do so in a manner where they have a safe haven on their investment in these new areas utilizing our IP. So what we'd hope is that these discussions will come into a way that will maximize the value return for us and our shareholders through the utilization of our intellectual property. We realize that the space we're playing in to try and build a platform would be crazy. We could never build something with that scale, but our intellectual property, that small little bit that we've got, enables so much value, and that's the nature of the discussions that are taking place.
And Finbar, you recently released your quarterly activities report. Can you sum that up for us? And what's your funding position?
Funding position, we've got funding well into 2027. We're looking healthy there. We've got we've cleaned up a lot. The business is quite new. It's basically a new entity as from when I joined the business last year. The whole business has been reignited. So we're in a great position where we don't have any major creditors, and we've got a good strong cash position. We've got a great team, and that's a global team. And the initial discussions in the market are very, very positive.